to this week's DeMatha Stag Report, the last Stag Report of us four together. I'm Declan Vargas, joined alongside by
Sean and Connor,
Ashby Ervin,
and Connor Brisolari.
And so 3 of us are seniors. Connor, our young sophomore.
Got 2 more years.
2 more years of this wonderful place. And so we'll start off with some baseball. So you guys recently have had a hard-fought 3-game series that you guys won against McNamara. How about you get into a little bit of that?
Yeah, we played in the semifinals against Bishop McNamara. It was the best 2 out of 3 series, and we went to their place for game 1, and we unfortunately lost game 1 11-3. But we're a really tight-knit group, so we knew that we had the ability to fight back and come back in the series. We were down 2-0 in game 2. In the 5th inning, came back, scored 4 or 5 runs, won the game 5-4 at home, and then went to their place again in game 3. We were down 3-0 going into the 5th inning, and we scored 3 runs in the 5th and then 1 run in the top of the 7th.
Really?
And
wow.
we're able to come out with a hard-fought victory there.
Yeah, it was just a constant battle, you know. Like, it was just 2 teams. I think we just wanted a little bit more. I think we know this is our year, and it's time for us to go get it now.
And I also heard that DeMatha's own Zach Shea, one of our top music program guys, is just an all-around great guy going to Navy. His cousin was on the team as well.
Yeah, his cousin plays catcher for them. He's committed to Maryland. He's actually pretty good, bro. I played like 12U baseball with him, so he's always been pretty good.
For sure. So who do you think was the MVP for you guys on that series?
I don't know. I feel like it was a whole team effort. You know, we got after game 1, we kind of came together a lot more, and we understood that we were going to need everyone 1 through 9 in the lineup to produce if we were going to come back and beat McNamara, a really good team over there. So honestly, I'd give a team MVP award. Honestly, I feel like everyone had their moments, and if they didn't do that, we weren't going to win the series. So everyone definitely did something and stepped up and helped us out.
Yeah, there was definitely a couple players though that maybe didn't come show up the whole way through the season. Definitely showed up against Gonzaga in the quarterfinals and against McNamara. All those 3 games, Blake had 2 really clutch hits. One that took the lead for us in game 3, and he took the lead for us in game 2 as well, putting us up 4-2. So he had an amazing series, really clutched up. Bolger coming in to pitch that last inning was pretty cool. Hadn't pitched all year, so that was awesome. And Trey Taylor's been putting great bat on the ball. I mean, he's playing out of his mind right now, just getting clean base hits and bunting, running around the bases, doing what he does best. So.
Yeah, I noticed. I have a kind of AP Go with him, and I can tell he's been in great moods coming.
Yeah, he had a big smile on his face.
Yeah, you can always tell. He's happy.
You know, Trey Taylor had a good game the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you guys obviously passed that leg of the playoffs. You're going to go forward now, but I actually want to talk a little about your regular season. What worked for you throughout the season? Where did you guys struggle, and how do you think it overall went?
Well, at the beginning of the season, we tend to do this a little bit, at least in my experience here. We definitely struggled at the beginning of the season. We started off 4-8. You know, no one really believed in us too much, and Alex Green, one of our best players during that cold streak, unfortunately got injured. He tore his labrum in his shoulder and had to get surgery. So that was definitely tough for us, and I feel like once that happened, we understood that, you know, if we're going to end up getting this done, we're going to have to come together as one, and we did. We ended up winning 9 straight games after that, and we finished off with a record of, 15-10, 16-10, something like that. So we definitely came together, and we battled the rest of the way through the season, and we were able to get some big WCAC wins and lock up the 3rd seed in the WCAC.
Definitely. I mean, you said that Alex Green injured. You know, he's actually a big player committed to UVA. How do you guys work through that as a team when you face obstacles like that?
I think you just kind of guys just got to step up, you know the roles, and now somebody's gonna have to take on a little bigger role, but that's just what you got to do. That's what happens on a team.
Yeah,
that's what we did. That's how we got. I know, at the beginning of the year, maybe we weren't as tight or as close as we were now, but all the adversity we faced, that just helps you get stronger, better, more mentally prepared for what we got coming up now.
Yeah, our team definitely has a next man up mentality. So if someone goes down, someone's not playing well, we know that someone's going to step up in a big spot.
Yeah, come on, real big.
Yeah, I think that also attests to just the DeMatha culture in general.
Yeah,
because a lot
just
of
the brotherhood,
and then we all know a lot of us here were brought here either recruited or talented enough that they wanted us to come here and be on these programs. That we all have talent, either from the football team, the hockey team, the baseball, lacrosse, whatever sport it may be. We have enough talent to have that next man up mentality and not have too much of a drop off. So even when you lose an amazing player like Alex Green, you got someone else ready to come up and play.
Definitely. Well, you guys actually have your championship game against St. John's today. How do you think that's going to go?
Yeah, it's another best 2 out of 3 series. Last year we unfortunately lost to them in 3 games. They walked off in the 13th inning against us last year. It was heartbreaking. Ever since that day, especially us seniors who were juniors last year, we've wanted this series back. So this is, Coach O'Connor said it 100 times. He said this is the team that's finally going to take down St. John's in the WCAC for baseball. They've won 5 straight WCAC championships. And we really, I feel like the last couple of years we've kind of been a little intimidated by them and how much they win and stuff like that. But I feel like this year we're too close, and we know that if we come together and we play like we can, we're gonna win.
Yeah, it's just something that we all kind of know we got to get done. Like we just saw last year, all the heartbreak that they caused us, and just watching all the seniors last year just get so close and just not be able to get it. We know we kind of got to do it for them, like just do it for us. And next guys down like the juniors, got to get one.
So who's your biggest matchup? Who you guys scouting the most, respecting the most on the St. Not respect, but like anticipating the most on the St. John's team?
Well, they have a really good pitching staff. That's one of the reasons they win so much. They have a bunch of guys who they don't throw very hard, but they don't throw like not well. They're a bunch of pretty good guys who know how to hit their spots, and I feel like if we hit the ball, no one's going to stop us. We play good enough defense and we have good enough pitching where if we can go out there and we can attack their pitchers and get on base and find ways to score runs, then we can win the series.
Yeah, I think their players are almost like robots. Like the coach, they have this game plan, they stick to it. The coach, he like tells them exactly what they're gonna do, and he like programs them to do exactly what they want. So we just gotta wait for them to slip up, kind of like take it to them and maybe like take that like their game plan, just take it out of them, just go right at them and attack.
Yeah, Coach O'Connor said yesterday if we can get them out of their certain game plan that they have, then they won't know what to do after that because they're going to be put in a tough spot. So
they haven't faced much adversity at all.
That's always huge.
Yeah. I compare it to, we did our NHL broadcast a couple weeks ago, and we said the Tampa Bay Lightning coming in hadn't faced any adversity all year, played the Columbus Blue Jackets and got swept. So I mean, St. John's has not faced any adversity all year long. They went 14-0 in the WCAC. So I feel like if we can put a little bit of pressure on them, then we have a good chance to win.
Did O'Connell take a game off them?
O'Connell did.
Did Jake
in that series?
Yeah, in the semifinals they did. That was their first loss in WCAC all year.
Is that Jake's game?
Yeah, it was Jake Berry's game.
Jake Berry, yeah, he's a personal friend. I went to him in school, and he's a very good pitcher. He's
Very
kind of
good
huge.
pitcher.
Big man. He's like 6'9", 6'10". That dude's tall.
That scary comes down at the mound. That little lunge he's got is like, he just gets halfway.
We beat him in the regular
instantly.
season though.
Yeah.
What's the scariest pitcher you guys have faced, like, ever in your DeMatha career?
I don't know if scary is a word I'd use it for it, but Jake Berry was definitely up there. He's about 6'10" from the left side, so it looks like the ball's coming down from the Eiffel Tower when you're hitting against him. But I mean,
I don't hit, so
yeah, Ashby's a pitcher only. But I mean, yeah, O'Connell's got some good guys. St. John's always has some good guys, but I feel like if we go up there and attack strikes, then no one can beat us.
So throughout the season, who are some big guys on your team that really stepped up this season and was really taking you throughout the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've had a lot of guys. We've had juniors that are first-year varsity players that pitch, like John Hilliard also plays hockey. I personally had never seen him even play baseball before he tried out, and he came in against McNamara and gave us 2 shutout innings out of the bullpen. Ashby's been huge for us in certain points of the season. He's got that sidearm pitch, so it's very hard to hit. Preston Moltz has really stepped up on the mound this year compared to last year, definitely. He's really accepted his role, and he has a great ability to throw strikes. So those are definitely some pitchers. Jack and Clarko is great. They come up big. Same with Blake when we need them. I feel like guys like Trey getting on base also helps as
Khalil
well.
too coming in once we lost Thomas.
Yeah, Khalil Brown.
Thomas left early, so we needed somebody to fill in that big star spot, and Khalil's done a really good job doing that.
Definitely.
Sure. And then, so if we want to move on to lacrosse now.
Yes, actually, lacrosse also has their semifinals game against Gonzaga. Gonzaga is the number 1 seed. DeMatha is the number 4 seed. Before we go on to that, we actually had our quarterfinals game a couple of days ago against O'Connell, and the score was 14-8. It's actually a big game for us, as you know. It's a revenge game because last year, they knocked us out first round last year. They beat us by 3. I think the score was 10-13 maybe last year. I'm not exactly sure, but no. So it was definitely a big lacrosse, a big revenge game. The boys came out strong and they got the dub. So now it's it comes down to today.
Yeah, I know you guys have been missing Teague too, and I feel like he definitely played a big role in that first game. Like just having him back just really got
definitely. I mean,
groove.
This whole season, I see it actually as a whole. A lot of guys have really had to step up. I mean, we lost 22 seniors last year, big names. Garrett Ledman,
Josh Brandon,
Josh Brandon, Cam, all the big. I mean, Duke, Hopkins, all those kids are going to great schools. So it was really like a big. A lot of kids had to step up this year. And I think that they're really doing it. I mean, the regular season we've gone 9-9, but we've played a lot of good teams. We've had a lot of adversity. So hopefully, I mean, the boys are hungry. So hopefully we can get a dub today. We play Gonzaga, or actually we lost them in regular season, 12-7. But
it was heavily contested.
I mean, and especially it's playoffs, especially Gonzaga.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, it really shows the DeMatha brotherhood. Lacrosse and baseball, obviously a lot of us are good friends, and we definitely cheer for each other. I remember during our Game 2 game, we were in the middle of our game, we were right in the middle of our comeback, and someone said, hey, I think it was Miss Adrian, our trainer, she was like, hey guys, lacrosse won. Like we were in the middle of trying to save our season, but we were happy for them that they got past the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And even like not even the kids that are playing these games. I see Eric Reiniger rushing over to the O'Connell game, but from the O'Connell game they came right to your game.
Yeah, and they came
right to
the sport. Exactly.
Shame
the sport, and that's I think that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could come, but I actually have work today at 5 o'clock, so I won't be able to make it. But I'll definitely be supporting you all, be checking Twitter updates, all that. So
yeah, it's awesome when the whole DeMatha community is kind of around two teams. I really hope both of our programs here can get it done. That'd be really awesome.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, so getting closer into this Gonzaga matchup. Once again, I'm gonna ask the same questions that I've asked them. So what's the most intimidating opponent on their team? I know obviously Timmy Marcio, we're from the same hometown. I know Cremita Hopkins, a freshman, incredible goalie. So how do you? Your game plan?
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I'm on the JV team, but I think, really they just got to come out real strong. They're going to just kind of have to put up some goals early, and hopefully, our defense can step up. We've had a lot of problems with their defense this year. I know that. They've been losing a lot of guys, kind of switching around, not really sure. We haven't had a really set defense this year. They're moving some good play, like for example, like Teague, they're like kind of switching it up, trying to see what works, see what doesn't work. They've had Teague at short pole. They've had Moldy, who's usually a midfielder, actually playing some D-midi with a long stick. So really, I think, I'm not sure. I guess they really just gotta get they just gotta come out strong.
They just gotta get at them, just get a couple goals, punch them in the mouth.
I agree. I mean, the game's at Gonzaga. They're gonna bring some students. There's gonna be a ton of people there watching that game. And I feel like if the boys can go out and score a couple quick ones, I feel like that's the most important thing.
Exactly. I think, especially for this game, everyone's just got to play their best game. Everyone's got to come out 100%.
Face-offs are big, too.
Face-offs big,
That's kind of been a problem for us all year.
No, it definitely has been a problem. We have Diego Markey, Patrick Moyer, who have been taking the face-off. We've been facing a lot of great there's a lot of great face-off guys in the WCACC. But, no, definitely, I think they just got to, I think they know what they got to do. They know how to do it. They just got to execute. Definitely.
All right, so after we just talked our sports, so we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll come back talking about our senior life and our DeMatha careers so far.
Came and went like the summertime. Was at a sunset or sunrise. Looking back like where the time go. So much for trying to keep this moving slow.
And we're back here to talk a little about, I guess, your guys' DeMatha career as a whole. As you know, these three students here are all seniors, so this is actually your last broadcast ever. I'm obviously a sophomore, got 2 more years to go. But, so you guys' senior exams start Wednesday, And then you guys, your last day is May 17th, right?
Yep.
Friday.
No, definitely. So, I mean, I guess, like, how surreal is this? Like, I mean, you've obviously been here for, like, 4 years. I mean, did you ever think this day was really going to come? I mean, obviously, but, I mean, how does it feel?
I mean, when you get here, freshman year, you look down the line, you're like, man, I have to be here for the next 4 years. Like, how am I going to survive 4 years? Like, it's crazy. Just look, and then you look back and you say, wow, that went by in the blink of an eye.
So cool. And
it's insane that the people that I've met here, the relationships I've made with all my brothers here, it's been amazing, you know. Had some great memories here.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like, coming in freshman year, freshman orientation, you just come to that big old gym, you see all those people, and, you know, kind of get a little freaked out, a little spazzed out, but, like, you quickly get in your comfort zone, and you meet friends, and you just keep making friends along the way. Like, I know every year I've came here, I've just started talking to more and more people, and my friend group's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, this year, like, even some kids in our class I never really, like, actually talked to, or some are, like, my best friends right now, so.
Yeah, I didn't come here my freshman year. I was transferred in my junior year, but just this place is just surreal. Like, when you come into places like this, you always hear people say, "Oh, we're brotherhood. Oh, we're all family at this place. Oh, we all love each other." Usually, that's not true. 99% of the time, not true. This is that 1%. It's just the people here actually care about each other. You hear these stories of, like, kids going from the lacrosse game, driving all the way to McNamara to go to the baseball game. Like. The crowds we would see at that championship game for football are just, like,
awesome.
Never experienced anything like that before.
So I guess the question is, what's, like, the most surprising thing you've realized about DeMatha, or you didn't think that you would experience from your 4 years here at DeMatha?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I didn't think I'd have a great relationship with this many guys. Before I came here, I thought, you know, I'd have, like, kind of like Ashby was saying, like a specific friend group or stuff like that. But it's just you come here and, you know, there's not much arguing, there's not much fighting. Everyone really kind of gets along together as one, and it's really awesome. It's really awesome to see. And you know, it's something surprising. I never thought I'd have a relationship with my baseball guys like I do. Kind of, you know, I never thought I'd have the experiences on the baseball field that I've had with these guys, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, definitely, like, just. I don't even know, like, it's just, like...
Surreal.
So surreal.
Yeah, and the most surprising thing to me is, like, I guess it's just, like, a fact. It's, like, everyone here, we're all here to do something, if that makes sense.
Yeah, everyone came here with a goal,
everyone
came with a dream.
If you're here for, obviously, athletics, or you're here for sports, you're here for band, or you're here for something else, or if you're just here for the DeMatha tradition,
in the right direction almost,
just, like, a lot of other places, there's a lot of dealer down, a lot of people caring too much about other people's business. Here, we support you on everything. If something bad's happening, we'll help you with it. But we're not gonna delve into that. We're all here for a reason. We're gonna get our jobs done.
All right. What was your guys' best favorite memory here at DeMatha?
Well, I've definitely had a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, the football game in the fall was definitely that was awesome. 2 years ago, my sophomore year, we played Gonzaga in basketball here. Carson hit a half-court shot. I think Ryan Allen had, like, 34 points or something like that, and the student section was insane. That's really where I get, like, our championship game for baseball last year. It was probably the best baseball game I've ever played in before in my whole life, and probably will be. But I mean, I just never really expected to have this many great memories. I mean, I could go on and on and on the whole show about all the memories I've had here with different people, different teachers, you know, different groups. It's been amazing.
Yeah, I think it was our sophomore year when we got that 4-peat against St. John's where we were down big, and it's like sophomore year, and I came to a couple games but never, like, one of these really big ones, and this was, like, my first taste of, like, what it actually meant to, like, come and support one of these games, and just watching us recover that kickoff on, like, the 1 yard line and punch it in, student session and whatnot. So it was like, that's just, like, something you dream of. Like, that's just the best thing you could even imagine.
I just remember that the triple overtime game, just in the huddle before you went out. Just people were saying, like, once we got that stop, we just needed to score. And you could just tell in the looks of people's faces, like, Coach was saying we only need a field goal, we don't need to risk it, but we kind of knew. The Marshawn took off that 25-yard run. It was just...
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
I actually want to talk a little bit about this class specifically, video broadcasting. What has been your favorite thing about this class in general?
Yeah, when I have a goal when I get older, I kind of want to do some video broadcast journalism, you know, some sort of way. I don't really know what yet, but I feel like this class has definitely prepared me for classes I'm going to take in college. You know, it's gotten me comfortable in front of the camera and gotten me comfortable talking to other people on camera about different things. It lets you share your opinions. You know, you can talk all you want about sports, about the school. It's awesome, and I think it's great because it really gets like the facts about the school out there, and it lets people know a student's perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I know Mr. Repkin and Mr. Public like done an amazing job with this program. Like not many schools have a program like video broadcast, and like Mr. Repkin, this is like his baby. Like he's so proud of this class, and he actually does a really good job getting us a chance to just get in front of the camera. You know, just get comfortable and teach us like the ways of how you're supposed to do this kind of business.
Yeah, this has definitely opened up opportunities, especially for all of us, especially for me. You know, being able to commentate the basketball games or work as producer for the varsity ones, or even do that podcast. It's opened up. Like I've gotten internship opportunities for this over the summer just from this class, from people being able to see my sample work and seeing what it can do. And I'm sure anyone that goes down that route who takes this class at DeMatha can do the same thing. It's just sample work is just it's everything, and this gives you so much, get you comfortable behind the camera. And I bet you look at this first, we're all in the same group. If you watch our first broadcast compared to this one, it's definitely, or especially compared to that podcast, it's just.
I mean, and we've really had the same exact group this whole entire year. Really, we tried to stuck together, so it's kind of crazy to see from beginning year to now. I mean, it's kind of upsetting.
How much we've improved.
Exactly, definitely. Mr. Repkin does a great job. I mean, he really pushes kids. He really just gets everyone comfortable, and it opens kind of like doors, like something I would never really thought I would actually be interested in. And I joined this class thinking, I don't know, I just needed an elective, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, other than this class, what's been one of your favorite classes at DeMatha, like most memorable?
Wholesome.
Alright.
I like Mr. Smith's class, kind of. I think Mr. Smith does a really good job with the students on getting you like kind of excited to read and like really making sure you're paying attention.
For those who don't know, what does Mr. Smith teach?
English. So he's up there in the Convocation Center. He teaches all English, his freshman, sophomore, junior, doesn't matter. But he does it all, and I do really enjoy Mr. Smith's class.
I don't think I've ever had a class here that I particularly didn't like at all. My favorite class was probably last year, honors U.S. history with Mr. Sicko.
Mr. Sicko.
That's a great class.
He was a great teacher. We all miss him a lot. He unfortunately left last year. He went and moved up north somewhere. I don't know
back
where.
to his hometown, I think Rhode Island or something like that.
Yeah, but he was a great teacher. You know, he kept all the students involved, and it was a fun class.
Yeah, for sure. That Sicko class it's the reason I signed up for AP Go. He told me to.
Oh, that's the reason I'm in honors right now.
He told me to. It's picking up on that English. That program they do, the reading, the independent reading. You don't see that from many places,
Mr.
but
Haller.
Mr. Haller, and I know a couple other teachers are starting to adopt it.
Mr. Clark definitely did. They all just have these big old libraries and like shelves filled with books, and they really do a good job like during free time. Like if you're not like really taking any notes, they'll be like, all right, 20 minutes on open reading, and you read what you need to. It's a really good way to just get some words into your head and like learn a little literature from different kind of aspects of books.
Actually got me excited about reading again. I haven't had that in a while, so that was nice.
And the English department here does a great job. I mean, I had Mr. Haller for first semester, and the class was just about reading like Hamlet and like old English books and stuff like that, and Frankenstein and stuff like that. But he also on the side helped us work with our college essays and stuff like that, and he really cared about like implementing that also into the class, making that a grade, so he knew that we would get it done and we would be successful in our college careers.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think a lot of the teachers here really do a good job of giving you what you need to know for the next step and really setting you up and preparing you for the next step that you got to face in your life.
I mean, even as a sophomore, I see that in my classes all the time, really setting you up for when I get out of here, when I go to college, they really implement that into classes. My next question is, what staff member do you think, coach, anyone, has been like the most influential on you these past 4 years?
Mr. Puffett back there, he got me into cross country sophomore year when I tried out soccer, didn't really like it, didn't really work out for me freshman year. So I needed something to do for the fall, like to keep myself entertained. And Mr. Puffett was like, talk to Mr. Puffett, run cross country, and that really gave me a good outlet to do something for the fall, keep me busy. I know he's helped me doing like everything. He's wrote some of my college what do you call it? What are those?
Recommendations,
college recommendations, all that stuff. So he's done a really good job helping me out through these years.
Yeah, I think all the teachers I've had, Mr. Haller, Miss Ponton, they all definitely helped. They've all definitely helped me out, especially in school. Our baseball coach has done a great job on and off the field, turning us into men. And honestly, everyone, all the teachers, all the faculty, all the coaches here do a great job.
Yeah, obviously for me coming in late, my first relationship was only through football. So Coach Brooks and Coach Cunningham helped me out a ton. Then once I actually got into the class, like we had to write this down for our senior exit interviews. I don't know if you did that, Sean.
I did.
You had to do that.
16 questions,
6
pages.
Yeah, I kept going, but obviously Mr. Sicko Halsey was a great teacher. This year, I like the debates that Tommy can get into with his students. He always takes your opinion seriously and will talk to you.
Mr. Tomey's a great teacher.
He's a great teacher. Definitely very passionate about what he does. And
Yeah, there was one class I wish I could have took was a Tommy class. I like debating. I like getting my voice out there.
That's the thing, though. All these teachers that we have here, every single one of them are passionate about what they do. No one shows up to work saying, "Oh man, I have to be here today." They're always just kind of showing up and doing what's best for us.
Yeah, I think it definitely rubs on us a little bit. Like obviously, nobody wants to come to school every day, but I don't think we get in a better mindset than most people do before coming to school.
I think what helps with that mindset is we actually have a good cafeteria too. Now I can tell you, coming from public school, they're like coming to heaven. It was just.
I think the other important thing is these teachers here, they come and give you your 100% and they expect 100% from you and they don't accept less than that. So I think that's really good.
Everything here.
That's definitely something you gotta learn here. Is nobody's gonna let you slack off. You gotta get on your stuff.
Exactly, and it's gonna really prepare you for the next step.
Yep.
Declan, this question is more for you. I know you actually didn't start here as a freshman. You came in junior year, right?
Yeah.
Coming in junior year, obviously we've been here for your classmates have been here for 2 years. Did you find it hard to kind of like, fit in, integrate? Exactly. Was that hard for you? Or was it really easy?
At first, well, I'm gonna have this is my honest opinion. I thought I'm gonna have my football guys. I'm gonna get my year and a half in. Gonna go off to college and play football.
Right.
But it was just the exact opposite of that. Like, I came in at first. Obviously, I only really talked to football guys. But then when I started realizing I talked to other people, they didn't care that I just got here. I was one of the DeMatha guys as well. I was in the brotherhood. I was talking with everyone. Everyone, making relationships in my classes with everyone. It was just. Everyone's super fun and really easy to get to know and become friends with.
No, I think another thing about DeMatha is I feel like it's not super cliquey. I would say I'll be sitting with my band kids and basketball kids. Everyone's just sitting with each other at lunch. Everyone's friends with everyone. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you play basketball, so you're really only friends with your basketball friends, or you are in mock trials, so you're only friends with your mock trial friends. I feel like everyone's really just together overall. I don't know about you guys. You guys think you made a lot of new friends that you think you would have never really made before?
No, yeah, definitely. I came from Central Middle School in Edgewater, Maryland, and it was, I don't want to say public school, but it's very cliquey. You have your baseball guys, your lacrosse guys, got your basketball guys. But here it's so much different. I've said that to many different people outside of this room. You get to school every day and you're friends with everybody.
You get to stay up with 6-foot basketball players. You can say what's up with 300-pound linemen. Everybody. It's awesome.
Yeah. What was your first impression of DeMatha?
When
you got here?
That is a good question.
Just basically the diversity, how diverse everything was. Everyone is so different, but then we all understand that we're the same at the same time, and just really everyone just mixes so well here. It's awesome.
Definitely.
Well, my first impression on the first day of school, I saw Markelle Fultz. He was going to NBA the next 2 years, and I was like, how am I going to survive here?
I think I remember that was first week of school, and he's doing an interview, and there's cameras all over him, and I'm walking down the hallway trying to get to my
It's kind of a reality check.
This dude's doing an interview, and the convocation center, just with 5 people just. Videos on them. I was like, wow.
I remember the first time I came and I saw Hunter Dickinson at that. He was only a sophomore. Giant. And I thought, oh, so are you in the league or college or something? You're coming back to visit? He said, I'm a sophomore. I was like, what? Reality check.
It is definitely crazy. For the next step, do you guys have any idea what you guys want to do? I know you're going to UPenn, you're playing football, you're going to Salisbury, you're going to ACC. Do you guys have any idea the next step, what you maybe want to major in, what you want to do in college?
Yeah, I'm going to Salisbury next year. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and walk on the baseball team. Hopefully that works out. But I'm thinking majoring in business, minoring in broadcasting of some sort. So I'm really excited for the next step.
Yeah, I think AACC either 1 or 2 years of that, and then you get to transfer as long as you have a C average anywhere in Maryland you want for an in-state tuition. So looking at Towson, and then if I want to go out of state, kind of like Alabama or Boulder, but definitely kind of what Sean wants to do is a business first, and then maybe this video broadcast thing maybe might work out, and I could actually pursue this.
Yeah, UPenn. Right now I'm in the journalism track. They got a great journalism school, but I'm also considering I'm gonna take a year of that, see how it goes, and if I have good enough grades, I'll transfer to Wharton and do a business route there. So we'll see. But see, all three. I think that's no coincidence. All three of us had similar answers. Definitely because of this class.
Because of the school. Yeah.
Like I had a small inkling of journalism would be really fun, but
also
before I took this class,
I didn't really know how to use my words to especially how to talk to people. And this class really because the first time you do this, you're shaking, you're nervous, you're like, oh my gosh, there's a camera there. And now it's just like we're talking to each other, we're just having a casual conversation.
Yeah, I think our first broadcast was 7 minutes, somewhere around there.
I don't even know how long.
And then we got back to class, and Mr. Pup was like, "Yeah, it's gonna need to be a little bit better."
a nice way than the can.
And now we're pushing 25, 30 minutes or so.
That podcast we did was 50 minutes. We just,
exactly.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, this is more of a podcast style broadcast. It's kind of something different, but I do enjoy just having a conversation, just talking about. I mean, this is our last broadcast ever. Kind of insane. It is a good way to end it. I don't.
That's all we got.
Is there anything else you guys want to add in?
I
think it's kind of important to say that coming here at DeMatha, I think something we can all notice is there really is something for everyone here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's sports, music, mock trial, even this class, there's something for everyone. So I think it's really important that I never thought of that coming in here. But I think it's really cool. I'm definitely gonna miss you guys. Hopefully you guys do great within further your college careers. You guys all got me for 2 more years, so don't worry about that. But I guess this is goodbye to your last broadcast.
Shout out Mr. Refkin.
Shout out Mr. Refkin.
Making this all possible.
100%.
Shout out Miss Phelan, academic support. Keeping our grades together.
But all right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you guys for watching.